Hello, my name's Savannah. It's good to see you again. I'll be your nurse today. Can you tell me what brought you in today?
It's my follow-up appointment.
Okay. I know that you were coming to get a work note. How are you feeling today?
I'm in some pain.
How are you treating your pain?
Just with Tylenol.
I noticed your vital signs were abnormal. This is concerning to me. Your blood pressure is pretty elevated. Do you experience any headaches?
Sometimes.
That may be related to some alcohol use. What would you say the pain of your headache is right now?
Probably 4.
I do want to ask you about your alcohol use. How many standard drinks do you have in a day?
2, sometimes 7.
Okay. How many days a week do you normally drink?
Most days.
How many times in the past year have you had 5 or more in a day?
Almost every day.
Thank you for sharing these things. I know it's hard to share. I do need to review a few things. I understand that you filled out an audit interview. Is it okay if I review that with you?
Okay.
So the goal of the audit interview is to determine how much you're drinking and if it exceeds normal expectations for a week. And I would like to give you some feedback. You scored a 27. That is over the recommended limits for alcohol consumption during the week. You said you drink daily. What is it that you enjoy about drinking?
It helps me with stress.
Okay. What kind of things are super stressful to you?
My relationship's not very good.
Understand. What did you do before you started drinking that helped relieve stress?
I used to like to exercise or play sports.
So is it hard with your work schedule and your relationship to achieve these things now?
Yeah, I guess.
I can see how it would be. Is there any other negative impacts from alcohol that you can identify?
I get headaches sometimes if I don't drink, so I usually drink in the morning.
Is that usually after a night of drinking? So I know you said you are having trouble with your husband, with your relationship. Would you say that's related to the alcohol use?
Yeah, he gets mad when I drink. He used to not say anything, but now he's, threatened to leave and finds alcohol hidden throughout the house.
I'm sorry, that's really difficult. Does anybody else in your life say anything about you drinking alcohol?
Some of my friends, they get mad when I don't want to do anything with them.
Is there anything that's changed now? I noticed that you are working. You can't wait to get back to work. Is there anything that's changed that might be more stressful than it used to be?
I don't know.
I heard that you say last time I met with you that you were working a lot more. Are you still working that much before you had this accident?
Yeah, I'm working a lot.
Has it ever caused any conflict at work because of the drinking?
My boss is pretty understanding.
It's good to have a support system like that. It helps you achieve sobriety. It seems like you get angry when people ask you to quit. Is it because you're disappointed in yourself?
You could say that.
Okay. So I'm glad we were able to identify that it is a little bit disappointing for yourself especially. I know this is difficult. We are our biggest critic, but I'm proud of you for identifying that and acknowledging your own feelings. I wanted to summarize our discussion. So your drinking has increased. It's affected your relationship with your husband. You do have support system at work, but I understand that we both understand that drinking could lead to you losing your job, and I would like to, and you're uncertain if you're ready to quit. I wanted to explore how ready you really are to decreasing your alcohol intake. Would that be okay?
Okay.
So how ready would you say you are to quit drinking right now?
Maybe a 4 or 5.
Okay, so why would you say a 4 or 5 and not a 0? A 0 being absolutely not ready to quit.
I realized that it's taken a toll on me and maybe on some of my relationship.
Okay, 40% is a lot better than 0, so it means you're 40% ready to quit, and that's a start. Thank you for taking time to explore your readiness, and you handled yourself very well. I believe you're very capable of accomplishing this goal. I wanted to explain to you some of the issues you may experience if you continue to drink. Would that be okay?
Okay.
Alcohol greatly affects your metabolism. You have experienced a drop in weight. Alcohol inhibits your body from acquiring necessary vitamins and minerals from your diet. Long-term use of alcohol could lead to liver dysfunction, may lead to cirrhosis, and that's a huge complication with alcoholism, and that could lead to death. It also may interrupt your GI system, causing ulcers, may cause bleeding, and that's definitely life-threatening as well. So those are just a few things I wanted to review with you. How do you feel about those things?
I didn't realize that there were so many problems.
Okay, so we've determined that your alcohol use not only causes issues in your current life, we've explored consequences of you continuing to drink. You seem very genuine about your goals and care a lot about your family and friends and your health. I'm concerned about you, and I don't want you to suffer any more than you already have. Let's try and come up with a goal on cutting back on your alcohol use. What goals can you take to cut back?
I could maybe drink less during the week.
I think that's an excellent place to start. So if you drink daily every day, and you normally have 6 or 7 drinks a day, would you say cutting back 1 drink every day would help? So let's start with having 6 drinks a day. We'll do that for 2 weeks, and then after the 2 weeks has passed, you can cut back down to 1 less drink. I think that's a very achievable goal. Can you think of any way to relax after work instead of drinking?
I could try to go for a walk.
I think walking's an excellent way of coping. Exercise releases dopamine. That's the feel-good drug in your brain. You may feel happier and even more energized, and you may even look over the fact that you haven't had a drink yet. So I think that's a great thing to do. Can I recommend a few things to you? Sometimes it's very hard to quit and do things quickly and impulsively. So quitting alcohol is difficult and it takes time. So like you said, gradually cutting back and working down to 4 or 5 drinks, 2 to 3 drinks. Eventually you can arrive at no drinks. I wanted to suggest a few more things. First, try to control when you drink. When you get home when you get home from your walk, you may have to sit down and have a drink, but I want you to have full control over your drinking. So after your meal at 7, you may go for a walk, come back at 8, and have 2 to 3 drinks, 3 to 4, but no more drinks after 9 p.m. So creating a strict cutoff time. Lastly, the third recommendation I wanted to recommend to you would be to eat a more balanced diet and decrease your caloric intake. Increasing vegetables and fruits can help you get those vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes your body really needs and have been deprived from with the alcohol. So we've reviewed your readiness to change. You're 40% ready to change with these tools, such as decreasing your alcohol intake on one drink each day, relaxing after work with your husband, taking a walk. I think that you will really be able to achieve your goals. We discussed improving your health and achieving a balance within your diet. I'd like to follow up with you in a few weeks. Let's say 2 weeks from today. Okay. I have confidence in your ability to achieve this goal, and I'm looking forward to discussing what has worked for you and what we can do differently. Are there any questions or concerns for me?
I don't think so.
Okay. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.